Joshua is well known for his leadership, walking around Jericho, crossing the Jordan River, conquering the Promised Land, and all the cool stuff. But what led to that leadership opportunity? I would argue that his perseverance and attitude through hardship led to his promotion. Remember, there were millions of Israelites locked in slavery before Moses showed up with his "Let my people go" speech. And one of those guys was Joshua, a slave the first 40 years of his life. Have you ever thought about that? Some of you are watching and you're not even that old yet. He did back-breaking work under the watch of a guard and the threat of torture for 40 years. But then Moses shows up, gets the people out of Egypt and into the desert where Joshua spent the next 40 years of his life. Wait, Joshua was 80 when he took over for Moses? Some of you are rolling up on 80 and you're pretty sure you won't conquer your Ovaltine today, let alone the Promised Land. So what was the deal with Joshua? Why was Joshua chosen over others? It's a great question. It's a really great question if you're hoping that you get chosen for something. There's certainly a lesson to learn. See, anybody could have been Joshua, but only Joshua ended up being Joshua because in the middle of slavery, in the middle of the desert, wandering around, seeing and experiencing all the same hardships and struggles as everyone else, Joshua decided that he would trust God in the scary things. And in turn, God let him lead the whole thing. Joshua was not chosen because of his lack of failures. Joshua wasn't a cut above. He was not the freshest thing since the proverbial sliced bread. He was like you and me. Probably insecure, probably struggled with lust, maybe liked cookies a little too much, probably wasted some time here and there. He wasn't superhuman, but he was sure of where to put his confidence. And that made a difference in how his story unfolded. In Numbers 14:9, before Joshua had been selected to take over for Moses, we read the story of his return from scouting the Promised Land to see if it was a viable option for the Israelites to conquer. And while others were discouraged, Joshua and Caleb came back with these words, "And do not be afraid of the people of the land, because we will devour them. Their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them. The Lord is with us." Listen, the people living in the Promised Land did not look like an easy match, but Joshua saw them through the lens of God's power. And because he trusted in the mighty power of God, he himself was lifted to a place of leadership. God is looking for leaders who trust in him, not for people who never go through trials. In fact, our response in trials is what often demonstrates our leadership potential. So the next time you go through a struggle, see it as a chance to demonstrate your own confidence in God.